Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Shadow of Mordor. Let us continue. So, we have another Outcast mission we could do. In fact, we have a lot of Outcast missions to do when we look at the progress. But I can only assume that uh, there's more to this. We know there's 10 more main missions, so since we know that exact level, we probably won't get locked into a mission 20 after we do mission 19 and not be able to clean up if we so decide then. And at that point I may have so many extra abilities here that would help in such a fashion. I mean, I still haven't gotten Brand. I still haven't gotten Karagor Hunter. It makes no sense how I could have missed Karagor Hunter. It seems like they squeezed it in there for no reason. So we're gonna just do this Black Hand. Black Captain, sorry. Black Hand, I believe, is a DC Green Lantern villain. Not a... not anything to do with Shadow of Mordor. So I just want to kind of progress the story forward and see how I feel about doing all the collectibles. Since the story's been so incredibly light here, I'm not sure if I'm feeling to be obsessive about doing all the extra stuff, as I normally would be in the game. I don't think it's going to really give us too much. The Gothar has fallen and the Black Captains have answered your challenge. So Gothar was the name of the statue of Sauron, so why don't they just call it the statue has fallen? Why call it something extra? I think this is a RL token, a JR token issue, not RL, that's RL Stein issue, where he just gave extra names to everything and it's silly. Makes it harder to follow the story. If we look in the appendix, you can see that a lot of that, where Mount Doom has a elf name and everything else has a elf not name. Oh, they are called the Black Hand.
Let me gather my men.
The servants of Sauron are foes beyond any of you. Get your people out of Mordor tonight, or you'll all be dead by dawn.
Get them out of Mordor. So they are in Mordor. But I thought they were in Gondor.
There is a hidden tunnel to the Black Gate. Aaron, it's time. Goodbye, my friend.
So all the outcasts are leaving? Well then, does that mean I just ruined any chances of doing more outcast missions? If that's the case, I could hardly believe anybody got all the outcast missions done without specifically trying. This, I think, is the guy that crushed our hand.
The war chiefs did nothing to prevent this sacrilege.
They all perished in battle, my lord. All except me, War Chief Ratbag.
Fortunately, you are still alive. Now, bring me the head of this grave walker.
Claim the head yourself.
Did he just kill Ratbag?
From the Black Gate. Where was your bravery when we bled your wife and gutted your son?
They also killed him.
Kill him.
Wait a minute, so why is he not figuring out?
I will teach you what real pain is.
We need to enable executions. I don't know how big our streak needs to be to do an execution. I guess it needs to be red, and then Yeah, so I need to get it up to a red, and then do this. Well, I lost that. So I think only executions will kill
How
him.
does your vengeance taste, Talion? Is not the darkness sweet?
Ooh, quick! He's bleeding blue blood. Seems like I got some extra power from that.
You acted too hastily. There's much we could have learned.
Oops, forgot to gain intel.
He slaughtered my entire family before my very eyes. What would you have done?
Do you speak with the living? Or only with the dead?
Ah, this character we saw at the beginning.
My name
She's
is
coming
Mithara,
into the story.
from the Sea of Nurna.
Oh, she's not even from Middle Earth.
And here you are.
Well, Lothario from the Sea of Nurna. You should have stayed where you were. There's nothing here but death.
Lady Marwyn, Queen of the Shore, wishes an audience with you. She has seen visions of your misfortune.
Queen who sees visions.
Visions of the return of the great Celebrimbor. She wishes to make you an offering.
And what is this offering?
That is all I know.
Wow, so we're going away from this area.
The return to Nurnan is long and treacherous. My camp is close by. It will be my honor to escort you.
What a strange road to take for this game. Black Captain success 800. Now,
Defeated the Hammer of Sauron, but the Black Hand and the Tower remain.
And their master.
wow, are we gonna actually take out Sauron in this game? I seriously doubt it. But even if we did, he'll just come back again. So we need to do a few more main stories, but oddly enough, it does feel like we're gonna go further away from Mordor than even the Shire where the Hobbit lives, even further to the west. Again, Outcast mission, just gonna skip it. I just kind of want to move forward in this story, see what happens. I've been stuck kind of lollygagging around this halfway point, trying to get all the collectibles, and I imagine now I'll have either free reign to come back to this section or do something else. Starting this mission will take you to a new area. You can return to Udin at any time from the map by fast traveling to the gate. Each area has its own army. Alright, let's go. So they're assuading my fears here, or dissuading my fears is the right word, so that they're telling you, you can come back at any time. Good, fine, we'll come back later. Prepare to accompany Lithero deep behind enemy lines into the heart of Mordor. Oh, so is she further, not west, but east of Mordor, which, as far as I know, I don't know of any of that land. I don't know if the books even wrote about them. About that area.
The smell of fresh meat always attracts the scavengers.
And they tend to travel in packs. You should leave now.
Queen will be pleased to see you.
It's nice to see some more story here. considering how we've gone many hours without story. I kind of wish we'd seen some more golem stuff, but I guess we're gonna see it in the next area. And this is nice, we're gonna see a whole different map with, instead of just a bunch of rocks, actual grass. Although this area looks very much like the other areas we've been to before. Rusty gate with no lock.
Lady Marwen, Queen of the Shore.
The fallen ranger from the Black Gate. Come closer.
Your daughter claims you have something for me.
Not for you, Talion. The hour grows late.
What's interesting here is that the graphics for an old, like monstrous looking lady will stand up better to time than the graphics for a good looking character.
Can be awakened to prevent it.
So in a few years we'll say the graphics are bad looking for Talion and the girl here, and the old lady will still say they look great.
Into Morgoth's scar. Take the elven craftwork from the ghouls and find the dwarf.
And see, she's human, I think. It's not an elf.
Stay strong.
Or maybe they are elves. Their ears are covered, it's hard to tell. His ears are prominently shown.
No one knows. She worsened after her travels.
Is there not medicine?
There was, but our camp was overrun.
Well, that's not enough direction. I think what she said there is we're gonna run around and get more collectibles and find a dwarf. And then we get this loading screen. Apparently I could skip this. Interesting. It's not automatically going forward. It's instead listening to the audio. But honestly, I kind of prefer this, even though I'm not listening to what they're actually saying. I kind of prefer that it would play the full audio, because so often when I play games with an SSD, it loads and starts talking, then goes to the next section without finishing. But there probably needs to be a better way to do that too. Just like every load screen should have an audio log that goes into the options menu, so somewhere in here we could potentially go back and listen to all those things. What new things do we have? People. So we did Talons of the Black Hand and Black Hand of Sauron. But is this the girl? Yes. Lithriel is the daughter of Lady Marwen, Queen of the Shore. She is the infant and only survivor of a trading ship of raids of tribesmen. No one questions her authority. She looks human to me. What are the Beastmasters? We've got some new lore here. Not really that interested either. What upgrades can we do? Nothing yet, man. I've got this upgrade thing and I'm just holding it off so I can get brand. Saving everything. That was an entire level too. Find the wretched York Cavern. Here we are, and we are in a new land. It doesn't seem to be much bigger than... No, actually it looks incredibly smaller than where we were before. And I am not seeing a way to switch back. Where's the gate? They specifically told us that there would be a way to switch back, and I'm not seeing it. What's all this blackness? Will this reveal itself as more? And then Sauron's army is all blackness here. So we get another 5 of these guys. There's an achievement for branding all 5 war chiefs and having them work for you. So that would be something we want to try and go for. I guess we're just going to walk forward. Some kind of plant. Is this a different hunting and survival challenge? No, it isn't. Trying to find the plant to pick up there.
You get a whiff of that stench wafting about camp.
So these guys are here.
Got no bloody sympathy for Ulfrock. He deserved to die. Serves him right for not being quicker with his sword. Did I just hear something?
How does the Queen know of your past?
Ancient knowledge lays unseen by all but spirits. She can see into both worlds.
And perhaps she will lead us to what we seek.
I heard them strange things that weird. Scared the shrock out of the sides.
So I will say, as far as the art style, it's a slight change, but not a great improvement. It's still some rough-looking rocky textures with some grass on top of it.
I never thought I'd see such life in Mordor.
This is how the Dark Lord shall feed his armies.
Oi, you rancid little wretches! Don't you look at me!
Let's take a bigger look here. Just out.
Nearby. Reckon we should make sure there ain't no crowds living in them.
So this is what Mordor looked like at first, I suppose.
So many dead Uruks. I must thank the ghouls before I slaughter them.
Ghouls are scavengers. They take all, but leave one thing behind.
I must locate the ghouls' tracks. There's our trail.
I hate these menfolk and their stupid monuments to stupid kings that ain't even alive no more.
Herc makes a good point there.
How will we lead Marwyn's scouts to the ambush? I can yell for help like a man. Help! Help! None of you sound like filthy.
Takes care of all those guys.
I could be again, and I won't be so long.
There's some Caragors over here. Come on, hit him! Wow, so many attempts there. So that was really easy. It's been rather easy killing all these characters, all these Uruks. Maybe it will be easier in the previous area too. Couldn't shoot the fire, so I just shot them. A little bit of bridge, a little bit of water. What happens if I fall in the water? Can I fall in the water? This feels very much like a place where I would die immediately if I did fall. Not my favorite way for things to work.
And this must be Morgoth's scar.
Generally when there's water sections, my hope is you would be able to pop out like, is that a bat? Did I just kill a bat? No, that's not a bat. Darn it. Those are bats though. Darn it. Why did none of those work? Hold B to drain something. There's nothing to drain. Man. Darn the Lord.
That ghastly stench. Night crawlers. In the belly of the beast, stealth is my best weapon.
Just climb up here and this is very much like the level where we were in the cave with the giant creature. I don't even know what that creature's called. We only saw it a few times and never did anything with it besides fighting. Alright, so sneaking around.
Ghouls fear fire as much as light. Those flames might prove useful if we are overwhelmed.
I'm not sure, but I figure I could take out all of these guys easily if I wanted to. There's a lot of them, but not that many. Right. If I aim here and shadow strike, and then run up here, and then run this way, uh-oh. Kill retreating ghouls before they reach their nest.
I feel the rumbling beneath my feet.
Ghoul swarm triggered. Kill retreating ghouls before they enter our mound to trigger the swarm. What? This is bull. Oh, the objective is actually reach that without triggering it. Alright. I will say the stealth sections in this whole game are sometimes the worst. I'm just gonna run back this way and see if I can convince the bats to be around. Come on, bats. Any? Really? Darn it. No, they've all fallen away. Alright. So stealth is the only option, not just
My
a...
best move is to remain unseen.
It wasn't just a suggestion. I wish it was kind of a suggestion. Or when I screwed up, it just let me keep going.
Staying high will keep me out of sight.
So I could do that.
Those flames might prove useful if we are overwhelmed.
So I could shoot that right now, but I think I need to save it for later. Ah. I think I see what we're supposed to have done here. Move towards the light, perhaps, so they don't see me.
Another attack. A treasure room. Your heirloom must be here.
I was so close too. Man. I ran into a couple. Did I need to wait? Simply wait for it to move?
In the belly of the beast, stealth is my best weapon.
It seems so ridiculous that I'm bothered by this at all, because I could kill every single ghoul in this place, unless, and if they were gonna say the swarm of ghouls was like 1,000,000 times more ghouls than we've ever seen before, I guess that kind of would make sense. But then they need to animate that. Keep on going. Keep on going, trying to get away from that one guy that spots me.
Ghouls fear fire as much as light. Those flames might prove useful if we are overwhelmed.
You see that guy, that one ghoul is growing this interest in me still, even though I'm far from it. Still feels very unrealistic, just how you can walk right next to creatures and it not even be an issue. That half of them don't even see you. Every creature in this world must have the worst eyesight ever.
Your heirloom must be here.
Yeah, this looks like a fight. Finally. Third time's the charm. So it's a hammer.
Made by the Dark Lord himself. And still covered in my family's blood.
So did the Dark Lord kill this guy after he made all the rings? Oh, so that's the Dark Lord's hammer that was different than the hammer I was using.
We are betrayed. Its power blazes like a beacon, and will bring ruin to all Middle-earth.
So he was the one that figured out Sauron and made another one. Am I gonna start using this hammer instead of my dagger? I don't think so.
Gondor! What is that creature?
Ghoul matron. Oops. Man, my shots are going poorly. How about this?
They will keep coming till only our bones remain. The storm is past.
The danger has not.
Escape the cave. Okay. Let's go.
We must escape this darkness.
Let's go. Let's not sneak. Let's run.
Those fires will stop them.
Of course, it's knocking me back too. You gotta get close to the fires to be able to shoot them. Come on, where is the fire?
The entrance is nigh. And so is our end if we don't reach it in time.
This is not working well. I've got 1 minute. Forget it. Think I'll make it out in time. Well, at least that mission didn't really involve killing too many Uruks. And we get a new character. Kinda looks like Popeye.
Inside the belly of a ghoul, eh? I'm Torvin, the beast hunter. And I bet 10 pints you just nabbed the treasure I was after.
It looks kinda like a
I am
dwarf.
grateful for the assistance, but it does not grant you proprietary rights.
Keep it! I just found something a lot more valuable.
And what would that be?
My new hunting partner!
What you hunt does not interest me, Master Dwarf.
Even if it leads you to the chisel that belongs with that hammer.
Look, he has a scar on his hand. Talon does, still from being
Every
attacked
creature's got its
at the
story.
beginning.
Yours just happens to be very old. Well, if the thrill of the hunt takes your fancy, the camp's not far.
So, I like that dwarves aren't really short. That they're actually only like a foot or two shorter than a human.
What of your vision, Celebrimbor?
And I like
used
that they're
all that he had
strong
taught me and
enough
forged the
and
three
buff
in
looking.
secret. Water, air, and fire.
No earth? So what happens if I die? It's not letting me drop down. Okay. So it just knows. There's no way. It's not letting me jump. It's not letting me drop down. Yep. Okay, that's good. So you can't fall in the water. This forge tower needs to be unlocked. This forge tower needs to be unlocked. I think with each of these forge towers being unlocked, we have some interesting things we can do. We have a main story of big game to do. Here is our travel back to Uden, which, if I hit this, do I immediately travel? Or do I just look at the map? We'll have to figure that out later. First things first, though, I want to get this forge tower back. That way, if I do die, I don't end up in some very strange location. Run around here. I thought I had knocked him to the ground. I didn't. There he goes.
Please. You understand. He was so hungry. Is it a crime to try and feed your family? You must help.
So, I doubt there are 42 outcast quests, both in this area and the other area. So, I imagine there's only a couple more in the previous area that I could even possibly do. If I so choose to do them, which I probably will. Let's see. Climb up here and reforge this tower. One hit of your hammer reforges this entire tower. And how many of these are there?
These towers reach from yesterday to tomorrow. I live on in these stones.
There's not as many towers as there are rings, is there? And that's no good. That is no good to have to come back into that section to get the collectibles, but I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. Let's see, there's a couple here, a artifact here, a Ithilden here, a lot of stuff, but let's just move here to the Queen of the Shore storyline. Like, there's another one of those guys. A kill now is getting me close to the XP level of dying. So when we would die, we'd get 100 XP. We're getting 70 now to do a stealth kill. Discover what Queen Morin knows of the power of the Wraith. Okay, let's do it.
Thank you.
I found the mithril hammer. Can your flames show me why my soul was denied death?
You are the victim of a blood sacrifice.
Can the curse be broken?
Destroy the Black Hand and his followers and claim Mordor.
No man of Gondor will come to my aid.
You don't need them. Your power begets followers, willing or otherwise.
An orc army. How do I do this?
Your answers are in the fortress nearby, but what you seek may not be there for much longer.
So now we're finally gonna get the brand option, and I bet we get the Karagor Hunter when we do the other mission. So things we've had upgrades for a long time.
Sauron's decree was speed. The future must be met.
Alright, so I have a minute 30. That means I really don't have time to get the Ithilden item that was right next to that. Wow, I've got a minute to make 400 feet? That's kind of low. Oh, I hope I didn't make a mistake here. Oh yeah, I can't be detected either. Alright, well thanks for telling me that.
The future must be met.
So I need to find something I can jump over that would give me like some speed to... Ah, here. Got a minute still. Jeez. How am I not gonna be seeing all of this? Well, I made it. So it's another execution.
Seek what they carry. I will save them nonetheless. Don't be blinded by your emotions.
The Queen told us our answers to building an orc army lie within this fortress.
If we brand those archers, we can build our army and save these men at the same time.
Wow, and I just get the ability. Brand. When you drain enemies, you now can apply a brand, causing them to become your followers. Hold B. Stealth brand. Hold right trigger and tap B. Combat brand. Press A and B with a charged hit streak. So.
Should I show them your will is the light of death?
You are made to be cowed by terror.
He's
Gaze
branded.
into the light of my eye. See the blue flames that will save you.
So that's a zip line. So I can't get that one.
Are invaders. Men are scourge. These villains take our lands, but no more. Now we take them back, and we take their lives as well.
Kill me, but darkness shall never rule Middle-earth.
Mine is the sight that will pierce your mortal will.
So now I need to...
The neck, the head, the gut. How shall we make them bleed? The end is too quick.
stealth brand him from this point.
And be guided by silver.
Look at these soft skins, here to slaughter us. Not today. The time of man is over.
Come on.
I'm ready for death.
Witness the flame and be led to your redemption.
So, who's left? Here's one.
You want to see how much they
Cast out darkness.
You come to the
let
right
in
place.
again light.
Your actions have alerted Urix to your presence, and the prisoners are now doomed to retry. Somebody spotted me.
Our answers to building an orc army lie within this fortress.
If we brand those archers, we can build our army and save these men at the same time.
Should I show their insides the light of day? Split them in half. Your will is mine.
So,
Just rats. Gondorians are invaders. Men are scourge. These villains take our lands, but no more. Now we take them back, and we take their lives as well. With a bloody.
A silver hand guide you.
oops.
The neck,
I don't think that worked.
the gut. How shall we make them?
I think I've screwed it up.
The Dark Lord.
There's a couple here. I guess.
Look at these soft skins.
I guess I can still
Not today.
pull this
The
off.
time of man is over.
Blue flame burn away shadow and walk into light.
Hold up their beating heart.
So I was supposed to have worked my way around this section, I guess.
Step off the path of darkness and walk with the bright Lord.
Is he gonna say something every single time I brand somebody? It's gonna be kind of annoying. Alright.
She will avenge us.
Should I show their insides the light of day?
Corruption has been bred.
Ah, man. Something catches their attention. Let's quickly try one last time. before this episode is
Three
done.
taunts are answers to building an orc army lie within this fortress.
If we brand those archers, we can build our army and save these men at the same time.
One of the things that's worth mentioning here is just the simple fact of even when we're failing, we're succeeding. Because we get a little bit of experience every time. And that little bit of experience is all we really need.
As my power grows, so do those who stand with me. Stand alongside light.
The gut? How shall we make them bleed?
Shed the shackles of your mind. Let light flow through you and be mine.
Look at these soft skins!
The bond of shadows is broken. May light be your new master.
The time of man is over! The end is too quick!
Darkness is your subjugation. Let your devotion to light break those chains.
You want to see how much?
There we go.
You've come to the right place!
Quickly turn this guy around.
By terror.
We did it.
Should I show their insides the light of day?
Can I brand some more? Now what? Activate the branded archers. How do we do that? Press up to activate the branded archers. Okay.
My eyes are yours! Gondorians are invaders. Men are scourge. These villains take our lands, but nobles! Now, we take them back, and we take their lives as well!
So now the archers are just killing everybody for us. Let's get in here a little bit ourselves. What happens if we hit this? It hits the archer too. So they are not immune to fire when they're branded. 13 down. Who's the last one? Right there. Burning to death. Quest done. And now that we have the brand ability, it feels like so many other quests would be easier. Oh, these are humans. I thought they were like ogres.
I told you, the visions always come to pass.
Yes, but I told you not to.
Do you have something for me?
Notice the scar on his hand again.
Marwyn sent us to find this.
So we just got the brand ability. Is it not the brand ability that will give us the ability to control the orc army? Maybe we need more power. Ooh, double arrows. That's gross. Wow, he is a good fighter. So Sauron himself had to defeat him. I'm not sure if I believe any of the story though. I still kind of wonder if the Bright Lord is Sauron. Look, he was all in silver before, and now he's clothed in blackness.
Take him to Mordor.
Wouldn't surprise me if it's like a split personality thing. Eliminate the reinforcements. I was trying to go after the guy with the info.
It is one thing to kill these Uruk, it is another to make them our followers.
It is a gift. We can use the weapon of the enemy against him.
The power of the Wraith is now available. Oh, and these guys are still like totally under my control.
Hear my will.
So they're just like, they're totally going to stay that way. I guess forever? I bet eventually it would reset.
Give me one good shot. Because one good shot is all I need.
And then there's a human quest over here.
There were a dozen more of us and we fled the camp. Please, can you come back and save the others?
Alright. So we have this now, we have this, there's this whole extra section. Wow, it's like a stronghold with 3 separate sections. I bet we'll do a big story there later on. Once we get this open, we'll recognize that there's more collectibles everywhere. We could continue down the power of the Wraith option, or we could run across the map and do the other option, which I kind of think I should do. I think I should run across the map and get all of these towers unlocked. Now that we have the fast travel ability, let's see what this does. I suppose is it gonna swing us right to a map, or are we just gonna be in the central tower of the map or some other tower of the map? It's loading now, but I'll hit the skip button when it comes. New missions now available. Let's see what new missions are available around here. Just power struggle things, really. As far as I can see, there's one outcast mission here, and I bet that's it. We also can see Sauron's army has changed a little bit. Zune the Deceased has replaced Ratbag, which kind of sucks. This guy has become a war chief, this guy's still dead, and this guy's still dead. Wow, a level 3 war chief. That just goes to show you how much I messed up the their ranks in this area, but that's only this area. I assume Ratbag's not coming back. And so now we have to go back to the loading screen, unfortunately, and to see that army. Why the map isn't just one big map doesn't make a lot of sense, but the loading screen explains it pretty well. that their engine could only handle so much. So, yeah, we start right back at this tower now. And this army, we don't have any intel on except for this guy. We somehow got some info here about this one. He is a level 14 with a 1 bodyguard, a level 1 bodyguard. So ideally I'd probably just set him as my target and work my way up. But there's so much storyline stuff we need to do first and just collectibles, and so we're gonna probably stay away from storyline for a while. A little while at least. I didn't need an ability point, it turns out, to get Brand. And Karagor Hunter, I think, will... and then we'll get Grog Hunter, apparently, after that. That seems like a storyline thing, too. Interesting. Should I buy anything else? There's an achievement for doing a death threat, but I don't think I'm ready for that ability. Instead, I'll take Resilience. Then that way I can continue some combos even if I get hit. Brace of Daggers, not really needed. Lethal Shadow Strike, I don't use it enough. Wraith Blast upgrades Wraith Stun to hit all your enemies. That would be kind of nice if we had that. We need a significant amount of Mirian, which we'll get through collectibles. We only have 7 more main missions to do, so slowing down makes a lot of sense. We've got all the sword legends will, I assume, show up, bow legends will show up, and dagger legends will show up, which will give us a little bit more change. I probably am not going to finish survival challenge. Maybe we'll get hunting challenge, but maybe not. Probably get all the artifacts, probably get all the Ithilden. Definitely do all the main story at least. And then we've got appendices, all kinds of new stuff getting explained. Maybe some new plants, it seems like, in this area. Alright, that's cool and all. The change of scenery so far has not felt like a drastic improvement over what we had before. Interestingly enough, over halfway through the game, and we just unlocked the ability to brand tutorial. It's like there's still 5, 6 tutorials here, and we're halfway through the game. That's a little weird. It's a little weird. Anywho, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I hope that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.